What's going on, everybody? POKEtheMONster here, back at it again with another video. And today, we're going to be taking a look at a Pokeball. No, we're not. We're not taking a look at a Pokeball, but we are taking a look. What we're going to be taking a look at is my deck and how I move my deck and all of that good, fun, wonderful stuff. But before we do that, I want to ask you a question, and this question is worth an online code. And this can go to anybody, whether you're subscribed or not. If you are subscribed, great. If you're not, well, you can hit the subscribe button and get a chance to win more codes in the future. But if you're not, whatever, it is what it is. But all you got to do is tell me what is inside of this. Now, don't just leave it down in the comment section below, because then everybody's going to know. And that's not how this works. If you leave it down in the comment section below, this whole thing's null and void. Nobody's going to be getting a code, so don't be that person. But what you're going to do is you're going to shoot me a message. And then you're going to let me know in the comment section that you shot me a message. And that's it. Shoot me a message on YouTube. Let me know that in the comment section that you shot me a message on YouTube. Tell me what is inside of this thing. And if you do, the first 50 people that do get a code. All right? First 50 people get an online code for just telling me what's inside of this thing. Now, I'm going to show you in the next video what is inside of it. But what I have here, let me just change some things around real quick. Yeah, we're just going to raise it on up. What we have here is my deck box. And this is my deck box. This is my flippin' tray, as you can see. Flippin' tray. And this is pretty much, I saw somebody using this one time, and I was like, you know what, that is the coolest thing. I want to get that. So I did. This houses all of my coins, damage counters, everything like that, which is up in this upper compartment. And then down here on the bottom are my two decks. Now, this is not a paid product review. I'm clearly just reviewing this because I really like it, and I wanted you guys to know about it just in case you didn't. But you get a tray. A tray puts all of your cards in it. It can fit, as you can see, 2 full decks quite comfortably with sleeves and everything. And it sits right in here. This inside is made of a very nice plush material, so it's not going to be harsh at all on your cards if you don't use sleeves. Same with the top here. And the nice thing is it's all magnetized. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little round spot there, a little round spot there, and a little round spot there. Those are magnets that hook up to these magnets right over here. You can actually see 1, 2, 3, and 4. So all they do is just, as you can see, just click into place and you're good to go. It's a very nice, clean, discreet way of carrying your cards around and not having them out there. Because, let's be honest, some of these cards are worth a decent amount of money. And sometimes I don't want people to know that I have them on me, just in case, as silly as that sounds. So I like to keep it nice and discreet. But we're going to be taking a look at one of my 2 decks today. I've promised you for quite some time that we're going to be showing you what my deck is and how I run it. So let's do a quick little, I guess, separation. Maybe I should have done this before. I don't know. Probably should have. But it is what it is. I didn't do it before, clearly, because I'm not responsible. It happens. But we're just going to move that. Bam, bam, that. Okay, those are going there. And you know, we're just going to speed this up. Okay, and we're back. So, energy cards. We've got 1, 2, 3 double colorless energies. It looks like is what I'm running. I don't even remember. I made this a very long time ago. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 psychic energies. All right, so I got 3 double colorless and 14 psychics. Now, as far as my trainers go, I'm still developing the trainer aspect of this, but pretty much in a nutshell, I've got Pokemon fan clubs, I've got switches to help me switch things around, I've got Team Flare Grunts to help me remove energies from my opponent, Schwana to help me switch my hand around if I have nothing, and more Schwanas, Pidgeot Spirit Link, because clearly if I had that, it'd be because I'm running a Pidgeot. And then we got Crushing Hammer for more energy removals. You're going to notice the whole energy removal thing is kind of like a trend in this deck. So we've got Trainer Mails, more switches, Pokemon Center Lady for healing. That is not a energy. That is not a, a trainer card. Muscle Band to do more damage. Trainer Mail once again, more removing. And then I've recently just added in some Professor Sycamores if I really need to get some things moved around. And then this was a new card that I added that I thought was pretty good. So this is a card that, if you can read that, says shuffle one of your Pokemon and all of its cards attached to it into your deck. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that means take all the cards that are, I don't know if it's active or not. I got to look into that. But I believe if it is, I think it might have to say active. I'm not sure. I'm actually going to look into that. But Professor's Letter to get more energy, so on and so forth. Again, another Team Flare Grunt. Now, you're wondering, well, why do you have all those Crushing Hammers and all those Team Flare Grunt? And that's because a lot of my cards actually, I know you're thinking, really, a Rattata? So, yeah, a Rattata. And why am I running this Rattata? Because of this Raticate. And this Raticate... Crunch. One energy, discard an energy attached to your opponent's Pokemon. So now, let's say I put down a Team Flare Grunt plus a Crushing Hammer, get that to come off, plus this Crunch does 10 damage, and I've officially removed 3 energies from your Pokemon. So it's not too bad. And then I've got that, and then we've added in the Raticate Break. Wow, I really messed up. There were some more trainer cards. Okay, so I added in a Raticate Break as well. So this Raticate Break, Super Fang. I don't know if you know this Raticate Break card, but let me try to see if I can zoom on in so you can read that. Just in case you can't, it says put damage counters on your opponent's active Pokemon until its remaining HP is 10. So... let's say you're versing up against one of those new GX cards, right? 250 health, or a Whalar, 250 health. You put this up against it, and it's now got 10 health. So no matter what it is, it goes down to 10. That is why I've got Raticate Break in my deck. Especially because I've recently come across a couple of cards that I did not know existed, that when they attack, you cannot attack them back with an EX, which kind of helps null and void pretty much my entire deck. So I needed 2 Raticate Breaks to help me do that, do some damage, and not have to worry about having all EXs. So that's... what is that? 3 Rattatas, 3 Raticates, and 2 Raticate Breaks. Now, the next big thing is definitely going to be my Pidgeot and Mega Pidgeot. So I run 2 Pidgeots, 2 Mega Pidgeots, and they're pretty good cards, just in case you don't know what they are. Let's take a look at the attacks real quick. So Mirror Move, this... in a nutshell, this, if you're, let's say this is out and Dragonite's out, right? So Dragonite does 130 damage, does Hyper Beam on its previous attack, right? 130 damage for Hyper Beam. If I use Mirror Move, I will do 130 damage back. It replicates whatever move it was attacked by. And then Feather Lance it does 80 damage plus 20 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So that is a really good attack. But once we get to Mega Pidgeot, so Mock Cyclone. Mock Cyclone's a really good attack because you may have your opponent switch his or her active Pokemon with one of their benched. So I don't have to, but if I choose to, I can do 130 damage plus have you change your active with one of your benched. Not bad. Now, that's great and all, but we're going to come right back to that whole energy thing that I was telling you about. So this is the new Dragonite EX card from Evolutions. And if you don't know this card, it's actually a pretty... geez, I'm way out of focus right now. Okay, it's a pretty badass card because Hyper Beam. It does require 4 energies, I know, but that's only 2 double colorless energies, and that's it. So discard an energy attached to your active Pokemon. So it does the exact same thing that Crunch does from Raticate, except it does 130 damage. Plus, it allows you to remove an energy, but it's ability. So if I put Dragonite on my bench, pull up. So when you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, you may put 2 basic Pokemon, except for Dragonite EX, from your discard pile back into your hand. So any of my basic EXs can pretty much, if they've already been killed, put this down, I can pull them back and put them back into my hand. That's not bad. So that's why I use the Dragonite EX. Also, like I said, awesome card, and I love it. Now, Mewtwo EX. I've got 2 different Mewtwo's in this deck, and this is what all the cards revolved around. So this one is from Evolutions, and I love this one. I use this online. I use this all over the place, especially since I'm actually going to be changing out some of these trainer cards for Dimension Valley, and the reason why is because Dimension Valley allows this Pokemon, any Psychic Pokemon, to require 1 less colorless energy in order to attack. So that means Photon Wave for that one only requires 1 energy. Cyburn requires 3. On this one, Energy Absorption requires no energy. That requires 1 clearly. And then Cyburn for this one requires 3. So I can I've done it within not the first, but the second turn, my personal second turn, which would be the 3rd turn of the event, actually start attacking for 110 damage with this card. So I really do like both of them. This one I like a lot more than this one, though, because this one's only got 170 HP and it's only got 2 attacks. But Photo Wave is actually pretty cool. So during your opponent's next turn, any damage done by attacks from its defending Pokemon is reduced by 30. So I do 30 damage, plus I reduce your attack by 30. So that's not too bad, but this is why I love this Mewtwo. So 1, Energy Absorption allows me to go into my discard pile and pull energies out and attach them to this. So I can pull out a double colorless. If I put 1, let's say I put 1 energy on here, I pull out a double colorless, bam, I've got 3 energy on Mewtwo. Next thing, Regeneration. So let's say this Pokemon's taken some damage, and then my opponent doesn't have a boosted up Pokemon ready to come back out and attack. I can regenerate Mewtwo and not have to worry about getting knocked out with a single blow. And then Cyburn, clearly 120 damage, matched up with an awesome Muscle Band, does 130. This one matched up with the Muscle Band does 140. But I'm also going to be adding a Fighting Fury Belt to this deck. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what I run when I go to build. When I go to play. I hope you guys liked my deck. If you have any suggestions, please leave them down in the comment section below. I'd love to hear what you think and how you think I can improve on this deck. Excuse me, I had a little burp there. But next up, sometime in the future, we're going to be taking a look at my Gardevoir deck. This is definitely a work in progress. I still have a lot of things I want to add. I did copy this off of somebody, but I'm making some switches to it and seeing what I can do to try to make it a little bit better. Because right now I had it up against a friend of mine, and because of I'm putting that in there. Because of a single card that did not allow me to attack with any EX cards, and then he put a Fighting Fury Belt on it, had a whole bunch of potions and whatnot. He completely destroyed me. So I'm going to be doing this next. But guys, if you have any suggestions about my Psychic colorless deck, please leave it down in the comment section below. And like I said before in the beginning of the video, if you can tell me what is inside this item, don't leave it down in the comment section below, please. Comment down and let me know that you shot me a message on YouTube. But shoot me a message on YouTube and tell me what is inside of this. If you could tell me what's inside of this, you get a free code, and that goes for the first 50 people. And then in the next video, I'm going to tell you guys what's inside of this. Or better yet, I'm going to show you. So guys, till next time, this is POKEtheMONster. Over there is going to be the subscribe button. Over there is going to be a previous video. Anything else you want to say or add, keep it down in the comment section below. And I guess till next time, guys, peace out, everybody. Yeah.